What's going on, everyone? Welcome along to another night of Rugby World Cup action. It is day 9 and we have Australia up against Wales and a huge Rugby World Cup clash. Now, this one is going to have really huge bearings on the tournament this season. So, I'm hearing myself, so that means audio is going nicely. But we have a massive game on our hands. So this one, much like we've seen of last night, could really change this Rugby World Cup. So Pool D, it is Australia, it is Wales. Both made their way through their opening group game against Fiji, obviously for Australia, and then the Georgians for the Welsh. Now they come to this one. This is the ultimate test. This is the big battle, the main battle, the number one battle for these two sides in their group. Welcome along, everyone, for joining us. Welcome along, Legion King. Great to have you here. Tom Cat as well. Thanks for coming by, my friend. Hope you guys are ready for a big night of rugby. Australia versus Wales, it is. Now, of course, if you're in between matches, you want to catch up what's going on, I do my daily predictions on BehindThePost.com, which you can see all that sort of stuff scrolling along the bottom of your screen right now. Remember, you can always have your say in the chat as well, like a couple of you guys already have this match already. And as we'll be going through it, we'll be having some commentary. I'll be dribbling on about what's going on. We're having a look at the teams and having a look at the action of the matchup. The teams are just going through their national anthems, and it's the Welsh side who are up first, and they have named an unchanged side from the team that played against Georgia. So they've got Wyn Jones, Ken Owens, Tom Francis as their front row, Jake Ball, Elwyn Jones, who's in a big match too. 130th test, I think, from memory for Elwyn Jones. Aaron Wainwright starts on the loose head side, Justin Timbrick on the open, Josh Navati at number 8. Into the back line, Gareth Davis will start with Dan Bigger. Bit of a no surprise there. And in the midfield, Hadley Parks will be alongside Jonathan Davis. It's been the go-to for Wales. Their back three, Josh Adams on the left, George North, of course, on the right, and Liam Williams, the impressive number 15, looking to back up from what was a good display from him against the Georgians a few nights ago now, heading into this one. So we've got predictions coming in the chat. Yeah, let me know what you all think, or who you all think is going to win. We've got Andres going with Wales by 4, and Legion King going Australia by 4. So there we go. The Chief is here. Get up, Wales, he says. What's up, Flake? Tell you what, we're up for a big game tonight. Chief, are you Welsh? I'm taking by that you're either a Welsh supporter or you're a Welshman yourself. Either which way, we should be in for a cracking match. The Wallabies, here we go. Digging into their anthem, and Will Genia is singing like he's in the shower. But their side has, well, undergone a few changes, one may say, from the team they played, the Fijians. Their front row, Scott Seo, Atolu Latu, and Alan Alatoa are the front row of the pack. Isaac Rodder and Rory Arnold are in the middle. David Pocock, Michael Hooper, and Naisarani are the back row. How we think that those two, Pocock and Hooper, will go tonight for the Wallabies. That is the core, isn't it, of this team being successful, is the Pocock-Hooper combination. They've changed a lot in their backline as well, so Will Genia comes in at scrum half, and we partnered with the man who is getting quite a bit of screen time here, which is Bernard Foley, who's had a terrible build-up to this Rugby World Cup, a very average Super Rugby season. He's just not had a great year, but he's looking nice and pumped for this matchup. Outside him, Samuel Karevi, probably one of the best players in World Rugby currently in the number 12 jumper. James O'Connor will be outside him at outside centre. And the back three undergoing a little bit of a change there. Marika Korobeti on the left side. Adam Ashley Cooper, the old man, is on the right. And Dane Haylett-Petty comes in a bit of a shift around with the suspension for Reece Hodge, who is pretty much out for the group stages, and he'll be nice and rested for the quarter-final stages, should they get there. Let's not be too presumptuous, because Japan has taught us anything. It's that you cannot presume anything in a Rugby World Cup. Right. More predictions. Tom Cat. Wales 21. Oh, Wales 21. Wales 9. So he's going Wales 21, Australia 9. Correcting himself there. The Chief is a punter. He's an All Blacks man. Good fellow. We're representing even though they're not playing. But Wednesday night they will be. And Andreas reckons Foley will be the downfall for Australia tonight. Well, I can't disagree with you there because he's been pretty average, hasn't he, in the build-up? He was terrible against Samoa. He didn't play a lot of the Rugby Championship. Leali'ifano took that jumper off him. And so it's really going to be a testing night for him. He needs to kick every goal. Australia needs to take every single point if they're going to have a chance here. And I think Wales have got one of their best opportunities to actually take this one away from the Wallabies. Legend Kings going Australia 29, Wales 14. And we have Mr. Kappa watching from Japan. Why aren't you at the game? Man, the atmosphere in Japan must be fantastic. Absolutely humming after last night especially. We do, of course, have the referees in charge. Roman Poit is the main referee, assisted by Luke Pearce and the Carl Dixon. Luke Pearce has just noticed there is from Wales. So any Welshmen out there want to complain early, there you go, you've got an outlet straight away. And Ben Skeen is the TMO from New Zealand. We are good to go, and Wales are kicking this one off. And it is underway. Pool D, huge clash here. Australia versus Wales. And it's down there for Hooper, who has just been rolled straight over the top. It's turned over to Wales inside the 22. Hold on to your hats. The Welsh are off to a great start here. We got comments. Rogue One, what did I think of the AB Springboks game? We'll save that for the first stoppage in play. Back to Dan Bigger. Oh, snaps it. 3 points. Drop goal. Oh, hello. Welcome to the game. Dan Bigger's put 3 on the board. I don't even have a drop goal category. Oh, dear me. Didn't expect that. Let's get the scoreline right. It's 3-0. And Wales have missed about no chance at all here. What a little snapper from Dan Bigger. Let's get the scoreboard up and running. Let's chuck it in down here by penalties. Is that the second drop goal of the World Cup so far? I remember France got one versus Argentina. So this could be really, really interesting. I presume it is Dan Bigger who has slapped that over. We'll have to get some sort of confirmation on that. But a great start. We're going to give it to Bigger, as Wales have cleared their lines after bringing the kickoff back. And Bigger with the drop goal. That's what we're going with. And here's Koroibete running it back. And getting inside the Welsh half is Tolulatu as a pick and go following him. And they're on the 10-metre line. And the Wallabies, well, they'll be hurting a bit after that. Here's Hayla Petty in, receiving the ball. Second chance, and he's knocked it on. Ball is spilt. And the ball is back for the Welsh, as they go away to George North, who sets it up. Are they going to run or will they kick? They've spread it out wide, and here's a chancing play from Parks. Here's into Jonathan Davis, who slips inside nicely. Josh Adams beats 2, Josh Adams, and goes into the Wallabies half, and a great turnover almost. Not really, no. Adam Ashley Cooper not releasing the tackler, going for the ball. And we have a very hectic start to this match already. 3-0. Wallabies lead. It is Dan Bigger with the penalty, with the drop goal. And will we see Dan Bigger with a penalty? Oh, yes, we will. We are really into it already tonight, guys. I tell you what, this is high-octane rugby. There was a good little run there from Hayla Petty, but it was Aaron Wainwright who put on a beautiful tackle. And then Josh Adams, look at this, inside of Ashley Cooper, just about gets away from Dane Hayla Petty. And I mean, if he did, it was gone. See you later. We can probably get rid of that, and we'll drop in. We've just got enough room there at the bottom for the penalty for Bigger. Let's get him up. 0 from, well, he's none from 1 so far. This is first proper penalty shot at goal for Dan Bigger. So we got 3 points on the board. Wales leading 3-0. The Wallabies have really not fired a shot. They've had one little phase, or one little chance in about 4 or 5 phases. They knocked the ball on. The Welsh really turned that quickly from defence into attack. And now how fast Wales have hit straight back. And we know Wales are going to take every single point that they will get given. If the Wallabies keep giving away penalties, Dan Biggar is going to keep taking shots. He steps up, slips it to the left, and it does not come back. Unsuccessful, Dan Biggar. And that will remain the scoreline at 0-3. The Wallabies still behind, and how many missed chances will we see? That is 3 points that Wales would have loved to have. I mean, if they could have been up 6-0 inside 4 minutes, really without firing a shot, that would have been perfect. That really would have been perfect for them. Unfortunately, it's not gone that way. Bruno Foley kicks it high at the 22, and Adam Ashley Cooper's knocked it back, and Guinea is smashed by Tipperick. And it's advantage to the Wallabies. Not gone by Wales. It looked like it was Adam Ashley Cooper that actually knocked that back, but Plot has disagreed with my opinions, which I'm not surprised about. Here is Karevi. He's the man they've got to look out for. He's the man they've got to watch. He gets it out as well. And Guinea has just quickly hacked that away, finding grass as well and finding touch. Good kick. And look at the back. Dan Biggar is livid. He's missed a kick, and then he's found out positioning. He was not in the right place. Andres says, Dan Biggar, he needs to bring the dance moves back to his kicking was a lot better with the dance moves. Yeah, the old, how'd it go? The hair, shirt. I'm no Dan Biggar, I'll admit it, but you're right. Wales have the line out, and Ken Owens fires it in. Ireland game, Tomcats. Whoa. I tell you what, that was a phenomenal game. An absolute brilliant game. Japan played, probably, they deserved to win. They played the best match I think they've played probably since Brighton 4 years ago. They were outstanding, and you look at it now, how the Sunwolves out of Super Rugby. Wales have box kicked the ball out of the half though, and the Wallabies will run it back. I haven't forgotten about the question too about the South African game, which we've covered a little bit already between the two sides, but I do think that the Springboks will definitely get better as the competition progresses, and I do not think that they are out of the dance as terms of the better teams. As Korobetti skins his man on the outside, Gareth Davis hangs on by his shirt and just drags him down. The Wallabies now in a good momentum shift there, nearly to the 22. There's a little bit of a run there from Rory Arnold to say, intercepted! That was easy to read! Gareth Davis all over that one. Korobetti's off his feet. Lucky to get away with that. And as a good number 7 is, Tipperick was quickly in support. Now Parks shifts it wide, and Adams a little chip over the top, and trundling back is Tolulatu, and it's been spilt, and looks like it's been picked up by Wales. The ball squirts out. Oh, it's trouble. They're really in trouble. Pocock's over it, and they've done a brilliant job to hang on there. That is outstanding work to keep that ball. Almost an intercept back the other way. Guinea was all over it. Davis out to North. North steps in. Just beats the tackle, but 2 men come in and shut them down. They're about 8 metres out now, Wales. They go into the forwards out there. And hard at the line. They keep it with the forwards. And they give it this time. Number 8. And a big run from Josh Navati. Left side. Biggar. Parks over the top. Adams has been elusive. And he's just held on to. I mean, that ankle is getting a workout by Haylett Petty. And the ball's been stolen. And double knock on. Diving over the top there, Gareth Davis. Didn't get away with it. He's knocked the ball on. And what's a start? What a start this has been to the game. I'm interested on Tomcat's comment there, what I thought of the Ireland game. What did you guys all think of the Ireland-Japan game last night? A phenomenal match, I thought. Brilliant, brilliant game. And if we see more rugby like that throughout this competition, whoa, we are in for a treat. Australia, they've done well. They've survived. And they'll have a scrum 6 or 7 metres from their own line. By the time it comes out the back, it'll only be about 5. And they've got a long way to go. They're in the wrong part of the field. But Wales, with all this early territory and possession going their way, they do only lead by 3. 3 points to 0. Dan Biggar drop goal. And a missed penalty to boot. Well, Guinea waits for it to feed. Solid scrum. The ball struggling to come back. It's hit Hooper's foot. Now it gets out. Karevi runs straight and good defence from Dan Biggar. Great tackle from Tipperick. But an excellent kick away from Will Guinea. Will they play quickly, Wales? No. Josh Adams is happy. The box kick goes out just over the 10-metre line. And a good escape from the Wallabies, but some very fast and very aggressive defence from Wales early on. They put the pressure on. Score predictions. Oh, I'm picking Wales. I'm picking Wales by 3. That was my prediction that I put on the website yesterday. So I'm sticking by that. Will it be a high scorer? I don't think so. Maybe something like 27-24. Mid-20s. I think let's see heaps. As George North finds some more room out the right-hand wing. And the whistle is gone and a forward pass is called. George North is not happy with that call. Otherwise, would you expect anything else? Hadley Parks, yeah, that was, fair call. That was a shocker. Great camera work there. How he called that. He's done a good job. So the Wallabies will get a scrum. We are... Oh, jeez, I always forget about the time. I'm still saying pre-match. What am I thinking about? We are 10 minutes in. Why is no one not reminding me about the time? Goodness gracious me. Let's get that in the middle. Have we? No, I've actually stuffed that up completely. Let's get the right little bracket. There we go. That looks much better. 10 minutes in. Squirt. There we go. And always with scrums, one scrum and it takes about 6 hours for it to set up. We're getting a truckload of replays of this droppy. What a little cracker from Biggar. Didn't even smack it, just really side foot nudged it over. Like just about come off the heel of his foot there. Bob Scott, he's on Australia at $3.45 to win by 1-12. What's going on here? Well, we're still seeing replays, but the commentary team is talking to us about the penalty being reversed. I'm not sure why. The time is fixed, Bob, but thanks for reminding me, because I do forget. 10 minutes. It should be 10 minutes. It is. It's definitely 10 minutes. So what is this penalty for? We're still seeing replays of the drop goal. I'm not 100% sure what this reverse penalty's for. If it is to Wales, it will be a shot at goal, I can imagine. I don't think we're seeing the same thing here as the commentators are seeing. The game is actually carried on and we're still actually watching replays. So I have no idea what's going on. Here we go. We're finally back. What a stuff up that is. Everyone get their hatred out for Spark Sport. Goodness me. Wales, they've got a penalty or something's gone their way. Maybe it's just a scrum reverse back to the Welsh. We will not really know. But we are sitting with Wales. Just under 10 out. There was a flat ball to Parks as well. They're 5 phases in. We're not really too sure what's going on in the build-up. The ball is slow to come out. It's gone away. This time, a run from Jake Ball. Davis goes to Navidi, who charges his run up and clears the ball nicely. Here come Wales, say the chief. How much you go? Oh, that was a high tackle on Elwyn Jones there. Now, let's be consistent. The referee does give an advantage. Very, very high, almost dangerous tackle. Here's a crossfield kick from Biggar, waiting for North. Up it goes, Henry Parks. It's a try. It's a try to Wales. There we go. The try is in on advantage. Hadley Parks out on George North's wing, and they are in with their first try. What city are they playing in? This game is being played in Tokyo Stadium in Tokyo. Nice easy one. I thought we'd be in for a bit of a difficult one there, but no. Tokyo is the place. Dane Halapeti under pressure from the high ball. And Hadley Parks flies in. Oh, Hadley Parks, there was also Korobeti's wing as well. Korobeti missed it completely. Andres, Australia is just rubbish, and I'm loving it. Well, I can't disagree with you. We've had this conversation quite a lot on Twitter, haven't we, Andres, about the rubbishness of Australian rugby at the moment. Try. And let's spell Hadley Parks' name right. I think I have. Yes, I have. Of course we have. So, 8-0's the score. This will be let's be positives and say we're not going to get yellow cards here. Conversions. Dan Bigger with his first shot at goal. In conversions. His second shot, though. And a drop goal. He's had a busy night already as Dan Bigger. He's been instrumental. Oh, that is a lot better kick. It swirls left side, swings back right, and straight between the uprights. 10 points to 0. It is Wales in control early over Australia. And like Andres says in the chat, we're loving it. The Chiefs loving it too. This is a great start for Wales. 13 minutes in, let's update this. Pretty much 14 minutes in. We'll get a bit ahead of ourselves, shall we? 14 minutes in, it is 10-0 Wales with the lead as Foley kicks deep, and it's back there for Jonathan Davis, who turns and hacks this on his left boot and down. Oh, almost. I'd say that was close to halfway, but it's a little bit short, and you can see the look on his face. He's not too pleased with the call from the AR there. Pulling that a bit shorter than I think it looked like it went out. Not even the 10-metre line. Wow, I do agree with Gareth on that one. Or Jonathan. Jonathan kicked it, not Gareth. Here come Australia, though. They've got a line out, which is quickly fired straight out and running hard at the line. Here's Guinea again, and this time it is the big run from Isaac Rodder. Brendan Foley cleaning out the ruck. Here's Halapeti on the right-hand side. They continue to push to the right. Now Guinea changes direction. Gives it this time, I think, to Rodder once more. Has had another go. Foley quickly shifts it. Nice Irani. Hooper gets in the deep ball, and there's a bit of an overlap here for Karevi. He runs and he bulldozes. He gets rid of a couple, but he runs out of space. And they set it up again just outside the 22. Nice Irani having a go. Goes a bit to the right-hand side. Hooper runs off the side of Will Geniet. And the ball squirts out the back. It's Welsh ball. It's a knock-on by Australia. A shocker pass there from Liam Williams. And Dan Bigger does what he does best and smashes us downfield. Well claimed to the back, though, from Halapeti. He's got no choice but to hit this back. Cornered, no room, flat ball, straight into the pocket of Liam Williams, who runs it back up to the 10-metre line. Oh, he didn't go high. He went flat, looking for the corner. Could be a great kick here from Williams. It bounces right on the try line. And Korobeti's got to play it as well. He runs it back, and he runs hard. He slides this inside, and Tipuric takes him down in a foul swoop. Australia are way back now, just outside their own 22. And they're going to run this out. Alatoa. Midway, 10-metre line, 22. Their own half, Australia. Gideon now sets it back, legs upon legs, and box kicks high. Up towards halfway over just to Bigger, who steps around the outside of Korobeti, throws a very flat pass. North gets a great pass to Gareth Davis this time. Another nasty tackle, very high from Korobeti. I'm sure the disciplinary committee's going to have a lot to see about this game already, as Wainwright has a bit of a shy at a gap and gets a half room at it. Pick and go, and the referee is saying a lot of words, but no one can really understand them. Davis. And another run from the impressive number 8, Josh Navidi again. The crowd are singing like you've never heard before. Jonathan Davis to Tipuric. Quick hands. And Wainwright didn't really want any of that. And Josh Adams run out of space. Might see our first card of the game. I'm not surprised the last couple of tackles I've seen. And going by the fact that your chat is probably a few seconds earlier than my stream goes back to you. Here's another drop goal from Bigger. That one is just to the left by the looks of things. And yes, he stops play. He has stopped play. And let's get ourselves organised right now. He's gone upstairs for that tackle that I talked about. That looked very, very dangerous. So let's prepare ourselves here. Dan Biggett, let's get ourselves up to date. Dan Biggett's had 2 drop goal attempts. So let's just update that. And now on the left side scorers, let's get this up because we could be on the cusp of a yellow card here. This was the one. I think this is what I was talking about. It was Naisarani. No, he went low. Yeah, there's the ball. Biggett. Oh, this is not what I was talking about. There was George North, and then Arnold. Keep playing this reap. Oh, that is terrible from Hooper. But keep playing this tape, because straight after this, Rory Arnold went around the neck of George North. This should be. Look at this. Oh, no, okay, I take it all back. That was actually a very good tackle on George North. Very, very good tackle. They let Hooper off because he's the captain. Australia got lucky, says Andreas. The Chiefs saying similar story. I can't really understand the word he's saying here. Savan, come talk to me. Oh, you're right there. Oh, that's a bit soft. Will we see Michael Hooper in the disciplinary committee later this week? Will we see him there? Because World Rugby are going to watch this and go, no, that's not good enough. They'll get out the pig pen and they'll say, listen here, Michael, that's not good enough. 3-game ban. Everyone's a 3-game ban. Well, we won't get to update the yellow card category. It is still a penalty, though, for Wales. But do we see something happen later on here? Because we're never going to see the end of this. World Rugby are going to say, that's not good enough. We are not happy with the standard. It wasn't on his head. It was shoulder to shoulder. Oh, yeah. It's a bit tough, isn't it? It is a bit tough. Hooper knows, though. I mean, look at his face. He knows that he just played the 50-50 game. Australia turn over the line out of the Welsh on their own 22, though. And that is a big play. He's held up, though. I'm not sure what's going on there. The maul has collapsed. And the ball is slowly coming back to Will Guinea. It has been a helter-skelter opening 17, 18 minutes. I agree with what you're saying. We've got a maul here for Wales. They've got the turnover despite all the action in the chat. Running straight to contact there, and Wales putting in a bit of passion there, holding up the runner. Great tackle, turning the ball over. And this is a big play. Andres, if Hooper gets a 3-game ban, it will be a good thing for the Aussie team because he's just crap. I'm not the biggest fan of Hooper either, but here's Naisarani, went straight into Wainwright and looks like one of the big props as well. Question was that Tom Francis or Wyn Jones. One of those two was one of the big boys. The Chiefs should have been in yellow at least. Hooper should know him better, yeah. And you can tell by his face, Chief, that he knew, like I said before, he was in that 50-50 ground. He was in that area that it's like, I could get a card for this, or I could get away. And it goes back to that thing where you just can't put yourself in that position. You can't put yourself in a sort of area where that is a risk or a chance of happening. And that's just where it's silly play. Rogue One, do I agree the Box got cheated? Cheated. By the referee? By who? Against who? I'm presuming you mean the All Blacks game and by the referee. Jeez, I don't think they got cheated. I don't think they got outplayed. I think it was a lot closer game than that scoreline represented. 10 points was quite a lot. It was a tight game. It was a close game. The All Blacks really got a bit of luck more than others. Yeah, we've all seen the images of Joe Moody. We've seen the high tackles from Reid. We've seen the neck rolls from Etzebeth. We've seen it all. But I mean, are we going to scrutinise every single minute of every single game of this Rugby World Cup? Because if we do, we will see that endlessly through everywhere. The Wallabies have dominated the Welsh scrum, though, and got a turnover. Not releasing. Josh Davidi at the back desperately grabbed it out, and he was wrapped up from probably the two of the better open side flankers, Hooper and Pocock, all over him. And that's a big play. Twice now the Wallabies have got out of danger. Foley's looked for touch, and it's a good kick, almost scorning the cameraman on the head. That's a good scrum from the Wallabies. They've got to be careful. Yeah, I mean, like I say, Rogue One, if you scrutinise every minute of the game like people have, particularly of that game, I mean, we could have already had 4 yellow cards in this match, and we are only, let's update the time, 20 minutes in. That's the thing. If you want to scrutinise it that much, you are going to see a lot of stuff that should get penalised. Here we go, the Wallabies are the real chance to score some points. We'll get back to that conversation in a second. Pocock flocks it away to Isaac Ryder, who's attempted to be held up, but he puts it back nicely. Here's a run from Scotty Seo. Makes his way to the 22 and a good tackle. Ellerman Jones on the hard work. O'Connor jinks and jives. He drops it off to Karevi, who beats one and into second, just taken down by his opposite number. Hadley parks over it, and diving in is Jake Ball. He's knocked it on. Now the crossfield kick from Foley, and there is Adamashi Cooper. He slips and gets up, and it's a try to the Wallabies. That is a great reply. They say he's too old. I've said he's too old. But he scored a try just to throw it all in our faces. Adam Ashley Cooper scores pretty much a carbon copy of what the Welsh did to them just before. Ashley Cooper with a try. And that is his first. But that great work. A great desperate tackle too from Josh Adams. Almost threw him up. Just got him just on the ankles. But great play. Adam Ashley Cooper. And tell you what, he is right up there, isn't he? Great performance, great finish. Bernard Foley with a little bit of form there. Zach is about the house. What's going on, Zach? Welcome along. Rogue One says Barrett was on fire in that game. Best game I've seen him play in a long time. Let's be honest, Rogue One. I can understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I 100% understand where you're coming from. We are going to see a lot of things that don't get ruled up for. But ultimately, Foley has scuffed that. What a shocker. Absolute mud from Bernard Foley, and I love it. Sorry, but just, that is disgusting from a marquee Iceman fly half. Just terrible. They're not going to win this game if they can't kick goals. And Foley has just scuffed that massively. But back to what I was saying before, this World Cup is going to be decided by decisions. Be it good, be it bad, be it a bit controversial, one side or other, this World Cup is going to have it. And we're going to see it in the final, because that is where everyone is going to scrutinise this the most. So you've got to look at, and you've got to say, we have to be prepared. And the team that wants to win these games has to make most of the chances they got. Let's be honest about this. The Wallabies have been down in the Welsh half really once for a good attack. They've come away with 5 points. That's the big difference. Wales probably had a good 10 minutes in attack. They only came away with 10 themselves. So would have they wanted more from a couple of big chances? Surely they would have. Welcome along, Sean. Thanks for joining us. Glad you're enjoying the stream. The Wallabies in a bit of a kicking duel at the moment as Will Guinea has been tackled without the ball, but he was in front of Alan Alatoa. So a bit of a good milker there from Josh Navidi. And Brendan Foley's not happy. So running into his own player there was Ali Alatoa running straight to Will Guinea. A bit of a Will sandwich, if you will. Yeah, I mean, you're dead right, Andres. Australia will be in trouble with Foley doing the kickings. Yeah, I agree with what the Chief says here in the chat. You win some, you lose some. That's rugby. And like I say, this competition is far from over. It's not, we've had a decision overturned here. It's a knock on by Wales. So scrum feed Australia. I wasn't watching the replay, I was reading chat. But it looks like it's a knock-on from the Welsh. So we will have an Australian scrum, which is probably, for Australia, this is good. For Wales, it's not what they want. Triple Splashy, welcome along to the stream. Go Wales, they say. More Welsh support in the chat. Sean, could we start a new Mitre 10 Cup series on Rugby Challenge 3? During the World Cup, I won't be starting anything else because I am really working all day and then coming home and literally either streaming or recording World Cup games and then writing articles till about 2 o'clock in the morning for my predictions for the next day. So I tell you what, I am absolutely stacked of full time to do not much else at the moment. But yeah, we will do some more Mitre 10 Cup. I want to do some more Northern Hemisphere comps as well in future as the Welsh do have the ball. It's kicked away from the Wallabies and now they will run it back from pretty much halfway. Hooper is getting himself in a bit of hot water there. Gareth Davis had a bit of a look to the open side, but decided to go blind and to Jonathan Davis. Davis it is, it's off the boot, but gone backwards. Almost a bit of a mistake there. No, we don't have a Welsh fan, Trippy. Trippy. Goodness me, triple and splashy make it very difficult as this has gone really messy. The ball's gone forward and back. No one knows who's allowed it, but Wales have grabbed it. Gareth Davis has put a little grubber in behind. He's kicked the wrong side though. He's kicked it to Korobetti's side. If he went the other way, he could have been in for a chance. Korobetti hammers this downfield from inside his own 22. And it will be fielded eventually down there by Dan Bigger, who fires it in. And Liam Williams will run. He goes, sets off, 10-metre line now. Wide to Aaron Wainwright, who steps inside 2 defenders, has another go. Good run there from the blindside flanker. Swinging to the left side, through the middle of the pack. Wyn Jones to Dan Bigger, Alan Wyn Jones. All the Joneses are involved. Davis, quick hands to Brick, out to Josh Adams. Gets around the outside of Karevi. He's taken out twice, but he still keeps going, Adams. Good work there, Karevi. Falls on it, the ball squirts out. Who's got it? No one knows. Karevi in the end is the one to grab it, and Australia do well to hang on at the back here. Guinea waits and takes his time. He's getting in a bit of trouble here, but he gets it back to Foley. Takes his time and he just flicks it out to the 22. And a big chance now for Wales to attack. Right. What do we got going on in the chat? Quite a bit. That was a little bit of an action-packed little period of the game. Triple splashing. How am I watching it? I'm watching it on Spark. I'm in New Zealand. Spark have the rights to show this. So you got to get on board. Love him or hate him, you've got to get on board. So Triple is from New Zealand. So he's on the All Blacks. The Wallabies have turned the line out over again. And Adam Ashley Cooper has thumped this away. And it's a bit falling apart here. The set piece for the Welsh. They can't afford to let that go. Liam Williams tipped that over the top. And a collision in the back. Hayla Petty going straight to Liam Williams. Now he's a run back from Will Gedia. Finding plenty of space. This game is exploding. His space and room and everything everywhere. Hayla Petty is taking a good tackle from Navati. And it's a penalty advantage to the Wallabies. They come out to Karevi on the left. Gets rid of Jonathan Davis. Karevi chopped the ball inside the 22 of Wales. Take a breath. That was messy, but it was action-packed. I'm neither a Wales fan or an Australian fan, Sean, if you're asking for me. How can you watch it for free Triple? Dodgy websites? Not really too sure. Zach has won a 2017 New Zealand away replica jersey from church today. He was the first to get up on stage and say what was the score from last night's game between Japan and Ireland. So, well done. Well done. Good memory. And now you can wear it when New Zealand take on Canada. Well done. Yep, you got to represent. When it comes to game day, you've got to represent. Maybe we'll crack out the World Cup jersey for that game on Wednesday night. Rogue One can't wait for the Canada-Namibia game. Might be an interesting matchup. Much like I thought the one we just watched, Uruguay and Georgia may have been, but wasn't really. Cornflake, should I stay and watch or go watch another one of your videos? You can watch whatever you like. This is live, the videos. I mean, this will be up as a video after the game as well. But videos are going to be there all night. So, hey, maybe that would be good. We've got a big change on the field, however. HIA for Dan Bigger. So, Patchell is on. And the Wallabies are going for a shot at goal. Triple, no, we're watching it on Spark. Sky do not have the rights for the World Cup. It is on Spark Sport. They are the only ones in New Zealand to have the rights to show the games. The Chief reckons this game's going to be epic, you can already tell. Yes, we are 5-10 scoreline. I should update the points because Brendan Foley, the scud man himself, is lining up a penalty goal. So let's see what he can do here. Oh, he's hooked that one bit better. And that is over. Well, he's made up for it. Brendan Foley slots the 3. And that is his first successful penalty now. He is 1 from 2. And the Wallabies are up with some points now. 8-10 is the score. And we are far past 20 minutes in now. We are 29 minutes into this cracker. And it is looking like it's going to be a stunner. Look at those crowds. Look at those shots. They look so beautiful. Reece Patchell's on, which is a massive, massive change. Nick Soman, welcome along, sir. You're an absolute weapon, dude. Great idea doing the live video updates. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy it. If you can't watch the game, I hope this gives people a bit of an idea as to what's going on and how the game's going. So I hope you're enjoying it. I hope everyone's enjoying it out there as well. It's a terrible pass from the Wallabies, clearing off their own line. O'Connor's in a bit of strife. And they're only 10 metres out from their own line. A terrible pass. Trying to do something fancy. Kenny takes about 3 steps back and he box kicks this one out just outside the 22. And let's be fair, the Wallabies will be happy to kick all night because their set piece is dominating Wales. First World Cup win for either team, if I'm not mistaken. I presume we're still talking about Namibia and Canada. I'm pretty sure Canada's won a game before. I'm sure Canada were pretty hot in 2011. Not 100% sure. Citation needed, man. Citation may be needed. Keep Foley away from the tee, says Cuban Peters. There is a line-out win for Wales, and Reece Patchell is absolutely smoked. Pocock standing there for us receiver channel. Ken Owen shows a sidestep of a champion and steps around Naisarani with no problems at all. On the 10-metre line, Tipperick again, a first receiver to the right. But sideways at the moment from Wales. Davis and Parks plays first receiver, and coming in is, Josh Adams in a bit of trouble off his wing, way off his wing. And he gets a good offload away to Parks, who sets it back in field. Pick and go here, little dicey 1-2 from Gareth Davis. Sets it up nicely. Gets something a little go forward ball. Now here's Wyn Jones. Not Allen, just Wyn. And there's a Wallabies player all over the ball, appealing for a penalty. And Wainwright is slapped to the ground by Hooper. And Pocock. Here's Patchell having a go. A dodgy little offload. And Navidi has to make work of this. Here is Wyn Jones this time. Almost to the 22. And Hooper is all over this. And he's going to turn this over as Hooper. Davis can see it. No one's letting it go. It squats out and penalty Wales. That was a bit messy. Michael Hooper is livid. He had his hands on the ball. Then he got taken out. He didn't release it back. And Gareth Davis had his hands on the ball. And he had to release it. That was the problem. So once he went to ground, he had to let the ball go. Still representing Zach. Good chap. Representing the black jersey. That's what you got to do. Sean, you're a very good commentator on YouTube. But thank you very much, good sir. I try. I enjoy it. Let's be fair. I enjoy it. It's what I like doing. I enjoy it. I can talk about it all day. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I preview 3 games and I talk for an hour. So, thank God for water. We're over half an hour in. Let's update the time. Really, I should see if there's like a clock plugin I could actually add to OBS to set this up. So it actually just starts the time. We do have a shot at goal here for Reece Patchell. So this is going to make things interesting. He steps up, left-hand side, and it's about 35 out. It's a pearler. What a beauty of a kick from Patchell. Any worries about losing Dan Bigger have been quickly forgotten. As Patchell dots himself one up, and Wales put their lead back up another 3, and it's back up to 5, 13 points to 8. So back to halfway we go. Brendan Foley. We're looking 32 minutes in and change as well. Navidi takes a good ball on his 22. And Wales will look to clear their lines. Gareth Davis having a bit of strife here, but Tipperick comes back and gives him an extra 2 metres or so to go back. Box kick from Davis is flat, very flat, and back there is Dane Haylett-Petty. Runs to halfway and puts up the big bomb. He strikes his way through. At the back is the man, Patchell, who takes the mark. And he will slow things down. That didn't quite come out right, Zach, did it? A clock addition to OBS. That's what we want to add. They call them plugins, alright? They call them anything you add to OBS is a plugin. Oh dear. That will be an after stream job to do. Sean, what one you after? Next Rugby World Cup video of the matches, I presume. Probably we'll have a couple tomorrow. This one is recorded, but with so many live games that I wanted to cover in streams, I haven't had time to actually record the audio of. So it was a good game, regardless, I can tell you. Wales and Australia is good. Australia, when their line outs, gets a bit messy, and James O'Connor runs back to it and kicks us ahead down into the Welsh 22 once more. Back there is Liam Williams, who's having another run. Up to his 22 he goes, and he hacks us downfield and finds touch as well. Just in the Wallabies half, 13-8. We are 34 and a bit minutes in. And it's turning into a bit of a stalemate almost, as neither side want to play in their own half, which, can you blame them? I certainly can't. Foley's having a shocker. Foley's hardly touched the ball, Andres. He's really been out of this game. Latu will throw, and he finds Naisarani in the middle. He's done a good job of going straight to Karevi, who just bulldozes, as he does so well. Getting with quick ball, and he finds a bigger opponent in front of him in Alan Wynne Jones. Australia has been very sloppy cheese. You're right. Welcome back as well. Good to see you returning. What a terrible pass from Foley. It's gone free. No one really wants it there. Davis tried to kick it through, but it's just been run in there from Hooper, who looks like he's on the ground. Genia has a little bit of run. Looks for the inside ball, but finds no success from Foley, who's just being ragdolled on the floor. I wouldn't, yeah, Sean is exactly right. Zach, if I showed you anything, it would get copyrighted in a flash. So the best I can do is some average commentary of my own. Box kick from Genia goes pretty much straight up and straight down, and Haylett-Petty is almost held up, but the Wallabies are making their way into the half before going backwards, and Adam Ashley Cooper finds O'Connor, who knocks on. And it's been picked up from Karevi and finds Koroibete down the left wing. But we will be going back for the knock-on by James O'Connor, making something out of it. Yep. Oh, read that wrong, Sean. Would get 100% copyrighted if I showed the gameplay. 100%. A few times he had the ball, it was shocking. Only good thing he's done was one kick. That is Andres talking about Bernard Foley, who has not been in the greatest form at all. Welcome along, Amelia. Good to see you back again for another World Cup day. And you too, Paul. Good to see you along. It's awesome. Love it. Thanks for coming by. Love your company. That's what makes these all the much better. There's awesome chat. Awesome conversation, really, with all you guys in there. Romain Poit is giving the two props a bit of a talking to here. He's got Tom Francis over there. And it looks like he's got Ala Alatoa in there as well. No, Scott Sego getting a bit of a chat. Cuban Pete says the ref seems kind of lost. Oh, no. Here's some trouble. Oh, okay. So, the TMO, Mr. Skeen, has showing a video to Mr. Poit. Samu Karevi putting a forearm into the face of Reece Patchell. This will be interesting, because this isn't a defensive tackle. This is an attacking... I don't know, what would you call it? An attacking foul play? Forearm going at the neck of Patchell as he tried to make the tackle. I don't know, this is a tough one. This is quite the tough one, because where do you swing on this one? Let me know what you guys think about this if you're watching it. It's weird, because normally it's a tackler who's always in trouble, but he put his arms up, and then at that contact point, he's charged it forward. Oh, I'm not sure. What has he got to say? So, Skeen is saying the forearm's hitting the chest, going up to the throat, and pretty much saying make a decision. So, I mean, I don't know. I think I agree with Andreas there. Because it will be a penalty. It will definitely be a penalty. But, I mean, geez, what can you do these days? If you're going to get in trouble for running into a player, then you're going to get in trouble for doing anything. What's the decision? I think the decision is just going to be a penalty. Zach Winnie is in New Zealand. Zach is saying... When New Zealand, I read that wrong, Zach. When New Zealand played South Africa in the first game, his son was up while his fiancée was out working, and he just sat on his lap on the couch and watched the whole 80 minutes. Well done. Well done. You're training him well, Zach. Keep up the good work. A future All Black one day. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Looks like it's going to be a penalty to Wales. Oh, this is a bit harsh. I mean, I'm not the greatest fan of Michael Hooper, but he does have a point. Can we not run into attack, are we saying? Oh, it's getting a bit silly, guys. It's getting a bit silly. When did I start YouTube? A long time ago, Sean. Years ago. Years and years ago. 5 years ago? 6 years ago, maybe? A long, long time ago. I've been doing it for ages. Don't remind me. Best scrum half in the world, ask Rogue One. Aaron Smith from New Zealand, and Conor Murray is pretty much up there as well, one of the best ones. Faf de Klerk, very, very good as well. A lot of very good scrum halves going on about. Thomas Cabelli's good on his day as well. Elms Gaming says very cheap. Yeah, 100%. That's a very, very, very cheap penalty. But the overall side of this, although we've had about 3 hours downtime, Reece Patchell's lining up another shot at goal from pretty much halfway. So, let's get this up to date. 36 minutes only gone on. So, we've been going for about 10 minutes. We've only had pretty much one little play. So the second attempt for Patchell. It's fading to the left, but it holds off the upright and over. Oh, yes, Patchell. What a kick. What an extraordinary kick that is from Patchell. Doesn't matter how ugly they are, they all count. And Patchell has just slotted a biggie there. Welcome along, gamer. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that's lucky. That is so, so lucky. The standard's been set now. I have a fear of where this game is going to go. It is so hard to intercept. And away will go Josh Adams. No, it's Gareth Davis. Davis will go on the 22. It's a try to Wales. Try time. Intercept. Gareth Davis scores. From nothing. From nowhere. Big try. Wowee. I seen your comment, Chief. I looked down, read your comment, looked up, and seen Gareth Davis just splitting that defensive line. I thought it was Josh Adams. He was absolutely burning it away. Great speed from Gareth Davis. No one was catching him. That is a try. That is huge. Massive. Big, big try. He loves it. He loves it. Sean says he might be starting Rugby Challenge through YouTube. Some wise words? Are you possibly saying? Wise words? I'll tell you my wise words. If anyone wants to make a video, if anyone wants to do a stream, whether it be rugby, whether it be talking crap like this, whether it be whatever, it doesn't matter. One word of advice is have fun. That's it. More than anything, just have fun. Just have fun. Make sure you do that beyond anything else. Don't worry about numbers. Don't worry about anything else. You're going to get good feedback. You're going to get bad feedback. Doesn't matter. All in all, as long as you're having fun, that is the main thing about making videos, doing streams, anything like that. The conversion is good, and we have a tidy little scoreline now, up to 18 points to 8. Dan Bigger is off. We're getting word that he is gone. But, I mean, do you care at the moment the way Reece Patchell's playing? Do not care at all. Booyah, get up Wales, says the Chiefs. Says the Chief, I should say. Andres says, ladies and gentlemen, we can all go home. It's over for Australia. This game just easy for Wales. Oh, I've actually, hang on. I've only added that. I've not added the try. Hold the phone. Oh, okay, no, I've got it right. Goodness me. They messed up the scoreline on the broadcast. So it is 23. Oh, they just changed it again. What's going on here? Gareth Davis runs backwards and grubs the ball into touch. It is all happening. It is all happening here. I didn't add the try. It is up to 23 points to 8. Boy, oh boy, I only added the conversion. Australia in a world of trouble at now. Oh man, spelling is all over the place. Half-time. There we go. I got there eventually. 23-8 is the half-time score. Gareth Davis, yes, ran backwards while the gong was going and pulling a little deaf grubber into touch, and that is it for the break. What a half of rugby. I've hardly even really been able to keep up with it, along with all your awesome comments in the chat, everything going on. Wow, it has been just amazing. I did. You're right, Craig. I completely missed a try. It should be fixed now. Zach, I'm going back to the comments. We got up to Andreas sending Australia home. And Zach has asked, so I haven't watched the match on Spark Sport. How long does it take when the stream starts to get to kickoff? Do they talk in the anthems? Oh, yes. Yes, 100% Zach. They start the stream half an hour before the kickoff, and they do all the pre-match stuff. They talk about it, they predict the game, they look at the pools, they look at the players, they do the teams coming out, they come off the bus, they do all that stuff. And then, of course, they do the anthems, hakas if there's any for the Island Nations, and, of course, the All Blacks as well, who are an Island Nation. Let's be fair, New Zealand's an Island Nation. So, yeah, they do all that. It's got a long build-up, half an hour. It is always, so if the game starts at 1:30, it'll start on the hour. So they always have a lot of build-up there. Just like you'd watch on Sky. Just like you watch on Sky. So it's pretty much the same. He only brought one match, so you can see New Zealand, Canada an hour earlier. I see, so you're watching them on free-to-air. Fair enough, too. I mean, you've got to watch the All Blacks. You've got to watch the All Blacks. Yep, so make sure you tune in half an hour before it kicks off, Zach, so you can get all the pre-match stuff there as well. Graham says Checker must be stressed. The Chief says Checker's always stressed. Oh, dear. The ref when there's a minor thing. What are we talking about there? Vegemite Addict. The ref when there's a minor thing? Checker never smiles, says Sean. Not at all. Not at all. What a half of rugby it's been. Goodness gracious me, I've hardly been able to keep up with everything that's going on. It's amazing. 100% Checker is always angry. He's always upset. Checker never really goes on. Oh, Paul wants to join us and have a comment. Paul, I probably don't have Skype open, Paul, because I had to restart the computer earlier because it was going like a heap of crap. So, we'll get Paul on. We'll join him up with Skype. If anyone's got any questions they want to ask Paul about what he thinks about the game, let us know. Let us know. Let's give Paul a little ring. Let's see if he's going to be around to have his thoughts on the half. Any comments, any thoughts, anything you want to ask Paul about the game? Put them in the chat right now, and we can have a bit of a ring-a-dinger. I am here. Let's get ready to go. What a half. We've got no picture of you. Hang on.
Got a picture?
Hang on. There we go. You've got sound now. We've got
sound,
a nice Skype logo. Look at that. Everyone loves a nice Skype logo. There he is. Now it's there.
There he is.
Finally,
so
he's
yeah,
there.
I love the way the Wales have been playing, especially in that first 10, 20 minutes where they're putting drop goals over, really looking at making that scoreline move, making Australia think about what they were going to have to do, what was going to come at them, really mixing it up. And I thought, yeah, Wales really did well in that first 20 minutes to really mix things up.
23-8. Were you expecting that? Were you expect that? Like you talked about the start. Well, let's go back to the start. What, 34 seconds, damn bigger drop goal. Boom. Could have dreamt a better start for Wales, could you?
You could, but also, I mean, how many teams will try a drop goal in that situation? Every few. So that really set the tone for how Wales are going to play. And suddenly it was a wake-up call to Australia that they're going to have to be careful of those drop goals that they're going to come at them. And that scoreboard is going to tick over if they're not if they're not careful. And that's what they did. So they did really well there. And then it says poor connections. Hopefully you're still with me.
Yes.
Then Australia got the upper hand. And came back on Wales. Kind of survived that pretty well. I mean, lovely open field try by Adam Ashley Cooper. But Foley's kicking, as we know, is a bit hot and cold, and it's a little bit chilly tonight. And then Wales just came back towards the end of the half and got the ascendancy again through basically interceptions. Now, I'd love to see if Gareth Davis was really onside, because how he got there to pick up to get that ball for the try, I can't believe he was onside. But hey, he got away with it, and that's all that matters, really.
Now, you know what my videos are like, and people that tune into my videos, they know what I talk about, and they agree on similar things. So let's talk about the obvious elephant in the room.
Karevi controversy.
Should there have been yellow cards in that half?
Oh.
How many? I mean, we've seen, obviously, the Karevi thing, yes, that's one. Mm-hmm. Also, the Hooper thing was another. I can't remember what that was, but he got in a lot of trouble for that as well. We probably had at least three instances where another day, we probably would have and could have seen cards. I mean, if Angus Gardner was in charge. Woo-hoo.
Well, Poit was very clear, wasn't he? He said, look, High Cooper, that's the third time we've had something high. You guys need to get it down. Stop hitting the opposition in the face and the throat. And so, yeah, the next time Australia go high at all, they're off the pitch.
What do you make of the Karevi thing? The forearm on attack.
It's harsh. Let's be honest. You're going to see those. You're going to see those not given quite a few times. But he did push up into the throat. And as Poit said, you can push with the open hand, or you can go in, or you can sort of go in with the shoulder. But you cannot you cannot use your arm to push away in the head area of a player when you're attacking. And so, yes, technically, Poit's right. And yeah, good call by Poit in the TMO. But you've got to say that consistency is not there, and a lot of those won't be given.
We had a good little chat near the start of the stream. A couple of people, a bit of talk about the South Africa All Black game from earlier on. But really, to me, it's coming down to the fact that the game is getting very, very, very scrutinised by people who have access to all these matches, breaking down second by second. They can pinpoint what they like. And yes, we did have some comments from Rogue One in the chat saying how that's the Springboks, or the All Blacks against the Springboks, did get away with a lot of stuff. But I mean, flip side,
but that was the opening weekend, wasn't it? Look,
yeah,
the opening weekend, a whole bunch of stuff didn't get given. World Rugby said, we're not happy with this. We don't want a flowing game. We want players getting down low and not going high. And so anything after that, people knew was going to get carded post Rugby World Cup's announcement. You can't compare pre-Rugby World Cup announcement and post-Rugby World Cup announcement decisions, because they've reset the mark.
But, like I was saying after that, the fact of the matter is, if you slow every game down to this point, and you're chopping and changing, you slow every game down, you pinpoint all these sort of points. You could have watched that half of rugby we've just witnessed here, and you could probably send off 6 players. You could send off maybe 8 players for discretions that they shouldn't be doing. So, I mean, how long do you go? You know, how far does this go before we're pretty much just scrutinising every little phase and every single ball? That we're turning into NFL almost like that, aren't we? If it's going to go to that detail.
That's why on my channel we try and avoid talking about referees, because we know that. Look, Nigel Owens has said before, there is a penalty at every single breakdown, okay, or an infringement at every single breakdown. It's just a matter of which ones do you call and which ones don't you call, because which ones affect the game, which ones don't affect the game. So yes, you will constantly be able to find things and complain about referees if you want to, or you can actually enjoy rugby. That's your choice.
Okay, we'll move on to referees. We've got a question from Zach in the chat. He wants to know what your thoughts were about Japan and Ireland last night, because he didn't join us for that one. But boy, what a game!
Yeah, it was. And you can, myself and John O'Connor did a 20 minutes, I think, post-match reaction to that one, so you can go check that out on the channel if you want to, where we sort of broke it down. But you got to say, Ireland without Sexton are definitely not as good. But Japan deserved that win. They played really, really well. They played with pace. They showed that they were very connected as a team. They know where each other is. You can see that James Joseph's done a lot of work during that SuperBru season to make sure they all know where each other is, and that showed. And they didn't have the stage fright that they had in the opening game. That was a massive difference.
Ireland, they've got to play Sexton in every minute of every game for the rest of this tournament now. If they're going to realistically think that they're going to have a chance to go anywhere, I mean, Carty and Carberry are really not up to the task at all. I thought they were way, way out of their depth. But following that on, because we're not talking about that game here tonight.
Okay.
Reece Patchell, similar sort of story. Dan Bigger goes off. He is.
No, different story entirely. Different story.
Okay.
Reece Patchell was first choice in the 2018 Six Nations for Wales.
Ages
so
ago.
Fine, it's a year and a half ago, but he has got international experience.
Yeah.
They've got a bit, right? But Carty hasn't. Carberry's just come back from injury. So no, Pratchell is a quality operator. Wales have got much better depth here. Remember, they've already lost Gareth Hanscom, so different kettle of fish.
They look like a much better side, I think, than Ireland. Ireland in a world of trouble if they can't get Sexton to be fit enough to take the field at least.
But you got to remember that Ireland have had their 2 hardest games now. They played Scotland and Japan, so they've got 2 games that they're going to win. Samoa is going to be a bit tough, but they should win that one, and Russia is going to be dead easy. So they've got a couple of weeks to get him back right. But he won't play again Sexton won't play again until the quarterfinals.
Hate on my Russians. Don't you go out there hating on my Russians. They've still got an upset in them. They've still got something special to happen. The Russians and the rest of this tournament. The second half. Let's talk about the second half here. Obviously a big deficit of what is that going to be? 15 points for the Wallabies. What do they need to do to get back into this game?
Well, first off, discipline. Stop giving away penalties. And secondly, stop giving away Gareth Davis interceptions. He had 2, if not 3 already. Those are the 2 things: ball retention and stop giving away penalties. And they were with the shout because they scored a nice try with Adamash Cooper. They can play, but They've made a few breaks, have knocked it on at that point, and then their discipline's let them down. But I think it's about to start, so I'm going to head off and get ready for the second half.
Back into the game. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you maybe after.
Maybe. I'll be doing a post-match show on my channel after.
Oh, okay.
So maybe
we'll get tune into Paul and see his post-match reaction then. Sounds good.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming by.
Bye.
Well, there we go. There we go. Comments coming. What do you got, Zach? Wait, what's Japan's pool and what's Australia's pool? And what teams do Australia and Japan have in their pools? So, pools. Obviously, Japan have Ireland, who they just beat. They've got Russia. They've got... Oh, goodness me, who else in Pool A? Samoa, of course. There's the one I'm forgetting. So Japan, Ireland, Samoa, Russia, and Scotland, who they've already played there as well. So that's what Japan's got. And in Australia, they're in the other end of the competition. They've got Wales, who they're playing today, obviously. Fiji, who they've already played. And Uruguay and Georgia will be their last two opponents. But, I mean, this is the game, isn't it? This is the game that's going to make or break their competition and their pool. So they need to pretty much be up with the play here, or they're going to be in strife. Because, I mean, Georgia had a good win today, but are they going to... Realistically, are they going to have a chance of upsetting the Wallabies? I wouldn't imagine so. I wouldn't imagine so at all. The Chief is surprised how strong Wales are, dominating the Wallabies. Amazing, great to see. Thought it would be closer. Yep, I thought it would be a bit closer as well. I only had Wales by 3 points in my predictions. So, quite a bit of a difference there. Quite a bit of a difference between my predictions and how this game has played out in the end. But, I mean, it's been entertaining, hasn't it? Both sides have given it a lot, but Wales have certainly had the rub of the green, if you will, between the two sides, getting those little bit extras that just makes a difference in the game. I mean, they'll go through here. This win, they'll top the pool. Wales will still have to go and play a couple of easy games. Still got to play the Fijians. That's probably the big one for them. Zach says, Japan have a tough time to beat Scotland. I mean, before we continue on with this match, Pool A, you're right, is absolutely on its head. Absolutely on its head. Sean, 100%. Japan are in with a grin. They're done. They're done. They're in and they're through. They've got to play Samoa and Scotland. Scotland on the last day of round robin play. The last match of round robin play. That is going to be fantastic. So keep an eye out for that one. Pool A is just phenomenal right now. Samoa can do something. Russia maybe not so, but don't count out Scotland just yet. Yes, they got thumped by Ireland. They're up tomorrow against Samoa. That could be a really, really interesting game as well. So keep an eye out on Pool A. It's going to be a thriller right till the end of pool play. Second half, you did right. Chief, we are about to get underway. Talk about repeating 2015, says David, could the Blossoms win 3 and not progress? No. Well, I mean, they've won 2. They've beaten the hardest team in the competition. I mean, they did that in 2015 too, didn't they? Yeah, it's a possibility, but you're going to really need something. Scotland or Samoa are going to have to absolutely stand up. They're going to have to really step it up. So, we'll see how it goes. We're back underway, though. Australia kicking off. And they fire it deep down and let us get the timer nice and up to date. 41 minutes, we are underway. And Wales now changing ends. And they are just outside their 22, setting things up for a box kick. I'll have to listen to that later on, Zach, to find out what exactly that song is. Never heard of it. Vice script, see, he says. So, what sort of music you're into, we'll find out later on. But it's kicked away from Wales. And a run back from Korea. I think the ball's been stripped there. And it's come away. And luckily for the Wallabies, it bounces on their side. A nice run. He has a second bite of the cherry. As they fire it left-hand side. Oh, Hayla Petty had to halt on his pass because the player outside him, Karevi, was in front of him. Now Guinea goes away to Naisarani, who has another go and gets another couple of metres as well. Guinea, quick ball, away to O'Connor. Cut out pass, out there to Latu. Fends away one, getting his offload, not quite away. Just about got it to Adam Ashley Cooper. Oh, Gareth Davis was flying out of the line again, almost took another Will Guinea intercept. O'Connor, it's a knock on and a thumping tackle from Wainwright. Dane Haylett-Petty got chopped in half after knocking on the ball. Sean says Scotland have a lot of very good players. They do, yes. They need to work together if they have a chance. If they want a chance to qualify. Yes, 100% right, Sean. They have a good team, good enough to qualify, good enough to beat Japan, good enough to beat Samoa, and definitely should be disposing of Russia. Should have done better against Ireland as well. They have a very good side, but they need to get that variety in the rest of their team. They can't just go Foley. Not Foley. They can't just go Russell and then Hogg and then Russell and then Hogg and then Hogg and then Russell. They've got to mix it up. They've got too much of a talented backline. They were one-dimensional against Ireland, and Eddie Jones is getting booed in the crowd, just by the way. Zach, Australian metal band. I will have to check that out. I'm a bit partial to a bit of heavy rock music myself, so I will check that out. I will be reading the chat later on after the stream, and we'll have a bit of a listen to that. Andrea says Foley should have stayed in the sheds. Oh, Foley. Yeah, you're right. Is Leali'ifano on the bench? No, he's not. Matt Tamua is on the bench, and Curly Beale's on the bench. So to be fair, either of those two could take over the number 10 jumper if Cheika wants to go that way. It is a Welsh scrum. We're a couple of minutes into the second half. Scoreline still 23 points to 8. And still the clock gets in the way. And they swing to the right-hand side. Here's up from Liam Williams from fullback. And North steps in and out. Offload to Davis. And Gareth Davis almost grabs another. Wales trundle on back. Patchell goes out to Wainwright, who charges straight through. Sets it up. Middle of the park. To the left-hand side again. Second layer of runners. Jonathan Davis now out to Tipperick. Gives it to Adams. Adams tries to shimmy in. Taken down. Latu and Korobetti all over him. Trying to get in there, though, is Adam Ashley Cooper. In the 22, Wales. Away to Jake Ball. With Navidi on his shoulder. They charge another couple of metres. Slow now for Wales. Alaman Jones. Held up nicely from Rory Arnold. Gareth Davis is surveying his options, but leaves it to Wyn Jones. And Pocock is in there. He's really causing a menace to himself, but he's been forced out. Good little closure there from the Welsh. Slow ball. I don't know where the ball even is. Navidi can't even see it either. He's trying to dig it out. Now he picks and goes. That's a long time between phases. Now Davis has it. And he fires it back. Reece Patchell, drop goal! That is good! Yes, it's over! Another drop goal. Reece Patchell sets it up, lines it up, and Wales are just taking the points they can get. What did we say at the start? Right back at the start of the stream, I said, Wales will go down, they will take points, and they will take anything they can get. That is exactly what they're doing. They're not waiting for penalties. They're not waiting for advantages. They're just taking the points. Now they lead by 18. This one is just going to fade away from the Wallabies, and Brendan Foley's gone. Yeah, Andres and the Chief both quickly in there. Wales playing real World Cup rugby with these drop goals. Foley's replaced. Cheika's pulled the plug. Goodness gracious me. Zach, a mate from work. $100 worth of Waikato rugby sport gear from The Rock, and he doesn't even like rugby. Well, I guess, Zach, you're going to have to be a good friend there and take that gear off him, surely. Oh, Waikato, if you tune into the Mighty 10 Cup, failing to jump in and grab the Ranfurly Shield today, earlier against Otago. Matsumua is on the field. And good defence from the Welsh again. Australia going nowhere with it, and that is terrible from Naisarani. Turned, looking for support. No one was running off him, and it just completely breaks down. Guinea now away to Alan Alatoa, who has a good little run there from the tight head prop. Tamua, running Tamua, and Patchell makes a good break, but there, good little tackle from him, and Guinea quickly gets it out to Haylett-Petty, who again half breaks the tackle and offloads to O'Connor. And the Wallabies getting a little bit of momentum now. Again, they continue short side. Tamua breaks the tackle of Wyn Jones. It's 2-on-1. Great cover back there from the Welsh defence of Jonathan Davis. Tipperix there as well. That's a forward pass to Tamua. Tamua's close. It's a metre out. Guinea goes to Korobedi, who is again just short. The Welsh defence slow to organise itself. Guinea slows it down, skips Naisarani, O'Connor, away to Karevi. This is what he's made for, Karevi. And a great tackle from Liam Williams, stops him in his tracks. Pocock, Sean, great offload to Dane Halapeti. And that will count. All the question marks in the world. But Australia grab one back. Matt Tamua has changed this game. A couple of questionable plays. A good dummy. Great covering back there from Jonathan Davis. Korobedi almost did enough. Oh, that really looked almost forward there. Flat ball to Tamua. Couple of phases before the try. And then great play from Pocock. Oh, got hammered. That pass looked debatably flat as well. But Halapeti all over that. And try time for the Wallabies. Let's spell his name properly. Adam Ashley Cooper's making his way off. And of course, no Foley, so Tamua will be lining it up. Who do I think will win the World Cup? I'm backing the All Blacks to do the three-peat. I love a bit of history. But I've got pretty much, there's 5 old teams that are going to do the job here. You've got these guys. Wales certainly up there in the mixer. Here's Tamua, takes it slow, takes it calm. And over she goes. I do think the English are holding a lot back. So I'm a bit hesitant of them. And of course, Ireland now question marks over those guys, but there's a lot of teams that could do something special here. So the old forward pass try, says the Chief. Who's defending champions of the Mitre 10 Cup? It is Auckland, who beat Canterbury in extra time last season. Underway we go again. And Michael Hooper's dragged down the kickoff. And now Guinea goes away to Rory Arnold, who charged the line. Guinea, a bit of a run from him, and Tamua. Again, he just makes that first run away from the first defender. Wyn Jones is lying prone on the floor. Here's a run from loosehead prop Scott Seo. Hooper flirting with the pick and go, but leaves it for Guinea, who box kicks this one out just short of halfway Australia's side of the field. Now, this game has got a bit interesting because 11 points is an all right little lead. We got a whole host of changes coming on now, but momentum is with the Australians. And as we're seeing the activity changing off the bench, that is going to be a big turning point in this game. So Moriarty's on. And Smith is on for Wyn Jones as well in 17. So a couple of changes. As the line out goes to the middle for Wales, and they hang on to the ball. A box kick from Gareth Davis goes high, sits out just outside the 22. And Dane Halapeti gets a bit of a smashing for his effort of taking that high ball. Rory Arnold, another strong run. Alatoa right on for quick ball. Another go. This is good, and momentum is right here with Australia. And you can tell the difference. Look at them going forward. They got the overlap out wide. Josh Adams has to work hard to drag in the tackle there. Currently Beale's on the field as well. So more attacking threat for the Wallabies. Here is Naisarani with another strong run. He's been ineffective until now. Oh, another intercept. He's knocked it on. Gareth Davis has knocked on another prime intercept that really would have changed this game. Of course, it's Auckland. Well, I mean, Auckland haven't won it for ages. Like Sean says, Canterbury won it like 4. Is it only 4? I mean, I'm not sure. It's probably more than 4. As we got a bit of injury break. Getting it. That was bread and butter for Davis as well. It was right in the bread basket. Oh no. We got replays of players falling into tackles. It's really getting farcical now. It's really getting farcical. We're going to see replays of this sort of stuff all over the shop. So 26-15 is the score. Let's update the timeline. Not much has changed, to be fair. We're only 50-odd minutes in. Yeah, Andres, you did right. And Chief says, Will Guinea is huffing and puffing already. Andres says, what this shows is that Foley can't run the back line where Tamua can. Yes, well, yeah. Tamua to start at 10 in future. Well, there's going to be maybe some trouble here for a Welsh player taking nice running high. I think it was Josh Adams. Will he be penalised? I mean, he hasn't really smacked him in the chops. It's gone a bit higher around the shoulders. And like we talked about before halftime, at halftime, what have you started, World Rugby? What have you started? He's given him a little kiss on the nose. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Am I a Wales fan over Australia, asked Sean. I mean, I'm from New Zealand, Sean. So, I like to see the All Blacks win and anyone that's playing Australia. But to be fair, I love watching rugby. So, I don't really support any team. I mean, if I see a really, really good matchup between the All Blacks and they lose, I'm still really happy to see a really, really game. But I like to see the All Blacks win. I like to see Australia lose. The Springboks are the old rival. But then on the other hand, you don't want the Northern Hemisphere to get too cocky. So, really makes the World Cup exciting. Will Josh Adams get a yellow card here? Just a penalty. So, Romain Poit has just given a penalty to Wales, to Australia, against Josh Adams, and then told him to bugger off. 100% Zach. Nice poem. Rugby, roses red, violets blue. Rugby is our religion. Is it for you? Well, I mean, if you're here, then most likely. I don't know. Chief, no cards, play on. It should be a yellow, but this ref is inconsistent. He hardly touched him. He really hardly touched him. But where do you go? I mean, it's getting a bit hard to predict. It's getting a bit hard to read. I don't really know anymore. The line out though, Australia have kicked it to the 22 of Wales. And now, 25 metres out, the Wallabies again go to Naisarani. If there's any hands near anyone's face, there's trouble. And Naisarani's done a very good job, and I think Smith almost thought he had turned that over in the tackle, stripped it. Big tackle on Tamua. James O'Connor steps inside. Navidi takes him down alongside Parks, who's been pretty quiet recently. Tamua in the play again. He's really in everything at the moment. Tamua, quick ball for the Wallabies. Pocock, one out. Guinea runs a little bit before going to CO. Taken down from Patchell, who almost gets his arm ripped off. 7 phases. Here is Latu, and look at Gareth Davis. He is really floating up with the chance of an intercept. Ride for Karevi. Another good little play from James O'Connor. They're about 6 or 7 out now. Guinea going forward a metre or two as Alio Tawa this time has a bit of a rumble. What can they finish here, the Wallabies? Slowing it down. Giving it to Naisarani for another go. Going sideways as the Welsh defence is more than capable of shutting this sort of play down from the Wallabies. Their backs are really where the player's at the moment. Rory Arnold, again, going nowhere, just sideways. Now, why don't the Wallabies nail a drop goal? Why don't they tip over here and say, you can kick threes like that, so can we. Guinea is taking a long time to get this ball out. The Welsh defence up very fast. James O'Connor's hammered, and the ball squirts free from Naisarani. Liam Williams picks up, puts in a little grubber. He's tackled twice without the ball. Another knock on from the Wallabies. Goes back to Ellerman Jones. High tempo, high play. As Jonathan Davis hacks us away downfield. Dane Haley-Penny is running back. He's the only one there. He's got a couple of red jumpers to beat, and he runs well, getting away from Patchell and kicking long, and a good kick too from Haley-Penny. Liam Williams is there though, and he claims it in his 22. Drives it back and finds touch. Just short, pretty much on halfway, but a good escape there from the Welsh. They were under a bit of pressure. A couple of mistakes there from the Wallabies. And it got a little bit frantic as both sides want to play, and Jake Ball does not look like he's enjoying it at all. These packs are just getting the runaround. Andres says World Rugby is what's bringing this to where we all question every tackle. Now, World Rugby should have stayed quiet until after the World Cup. Yeah, you're right, but I do agree 100% with what Graham says. The refs are too scared to make instant decisions. You are 100% right, Graham. I agree with you fully on that. The refs they know what the rules are. They know what the decisions are, but they don't know to what extent because it is too opinionated, I guess, or it's too based on what he thinks. So Poit could think that's not so bad, but Angus Gardner tomorrow night could think that is terrible. The consistency and the way that the calls and the decisions and what happens is the way it's contrived, I guess, by the referees is what it all comes down to. It is good for the drama, Chief. It is good. It makes it a really lottery. That's a great turnover from Wales. Very, very good. Tipperick over Hooper. And very quick that time Poit was to get the turnover. Zach asks, do I think Nigel Owens will ref the final? He's still definitely reffing. He's been at the tournament in the game time, Sean. Thanks for pointing that out. We've been a bit involved in the match. We've actually not followed what the time is. Nigel Owens at this stage is about up there with the best. We've not gone on long, Sean. 4 minutes. I feel like we've probably been going for 15 minutes in actual play time, but not in actual play time, if you will. So the game's been going, but we've not seen anything go. The halt has been on from Poit, and I mean, it's stopped now for the scrum to set. Now we get the time back on. Scrum for Wales, which has been a shaky part, straight in and straight out. Navidi really should have let that go because the scrum has just dismantled itself. Gareth Davis gets smashed. Big tackle, Hooper. And the ball squirts out into touch. And there's a quick line-out take. Oh, luckily for Australia, the ref has called it back because Karevi knocked it on cold. They're not quite sure whose line-out it is. Nick White threw it in. But is it going to be a Welsh line-out or a Wallabies line-out? What games... Oh, goodness me. What games has Owens reffed? I could not tell you off the top of my head. I know he's reffed some, but I couldn't tell you what ones exactly. Well, I would have to look it up. The golf process, do I think Jerome Garcias is a cheat? I don't think any ref intentionally cheats. The thing is, every ref has a different opinion of the rules. So the way they interpret the game is different. You can remind me of the time anytime you like, Sean, because when this game steps up a level and goes next level pace, we are just focused. We're focused on watching. The Wallabies, though, do get a bit of ball out wide, and a good pass off there from Naisarani, and a bit of a distracting play there from Curtly Beale. And here's Tamua. Great little flat ball from White. Wallabies' ball is fast, but it's almost too fast now as Nicky Smith is over that ball, and Welsh advantage. No, it's come back for Pocock. Smith was over that like an oily rag. And they've done well to hang on. The score is 26-15. You can see it above my head. That is the scoreline. Into the 22. Go the Wallabies. The ball pucks out. And Liam Williams thought he had got a gift back there, but it's penalty Australia. Whew. Jacob asked who's going to top Pool A. I don't even have a coin. I don't even have a coin to flip. I would love Japan to top Pool A. I would love that to happen. And at this stage, they look like the favourites. But there's still a lot of water to go under that bridge. How is Scotland going to reply after getting thumped? How is Samoa going to go? We've not seen Samoa really tested yet. So Pool A is up in the clouds. Who knows where that one's going to go. Japan, though, in the box seat. Half their games down. 2 wins and a bonus point. What more could you wish for? Tex says, what about the one time with France versus New Zealand? The ref purposely stood in front of a French player so he couldn't make tackles. And watched the replay and said, no, play on. I mean, like we spoke about before, Zach, pinpoint any situation in any game. The fact that everything is so accessible now, this could be, this is the age where anyone can really pinpoint stuff referees have missed. Wallabies doing well to stay in the game. Come on, Wales, do it for the punters, says the Chief. A lot of money on for the Chief. The Wallabies have a line out on the 5-man line. They maul it. At the back is Tolu Latu. It's a little bit stagnant now, as it looks like advantage for coming around the side for the Wallabies. White spins and stops short. Good tackle by Parks. Patchell trying to get out of the way. He's pointing everyone to go near the action. He doesn't want to taste those forwards again. Pocock picks and goes. And out from Rodder. Timua, crossfield kick. Here we go, the 50-50 play. And it's in touch, though. Over the top, dead in goal. Dane Hader-Penny putting on a Superman coat and going flying. Jacob asks, what are your thoughts on Rugby Challenge 4? To be honest, Jacob, I know as much as you, my friend. I have no idea about the game. All I know is if they improve on Rugby Challenge 3, it'll be the best rugby game out, because Rugby Challenge 3, in my opinion, is still the best rugby game about. Rugby 18, Rugby 20, I mean, I don't have the time for those games anymore. They are rubbish. The Golf Pro asks, do you think some of the rules around tackling are getting stupid? Yes. Yes. Definitely. Metsumu is going for touch. He's on the 5-metre line. He's about 15 in from touch, and he just delicately prods it over the sideline. It will be another Wallabies line out. Golf Pro, the rules and the attempt to crack down is kind of making things a little bit pedantic. As we saw from the Karevi, charge before. The Wallabies drag it in, though, and they maul once more. Latu's got it at the back, and he's twisted right around. Who knows where the ball is? It's somehow at the back. The Wallabies still have it. It wasn't through Latu. Pocock runs round the back of the ruck. Deceives one. Just gets away from Moriarty. Again, it is Jake Ball on the wrong side, getting in a bit of strife there, but terrible pick and go there from the Wallabies. They make about 1 centimetre. Slow ball for Latu. And it goes round towards the uprights. Pile of bodies. Owens is buried in the breakdown. The Wallabies slow ball. Now let's go a bit upright this time, the Wallabies. They think they're over, but it wasn't the ball carrier. Hooper, now with a run. It's advantage to Australia. Offside against Wales. 59 in. Oh, Nick White. Oh, no, we've seen a wrap around the neck. We're going to see this again. There won't be the last we'll see of that tackle on Nick White. I think Wales maybe have stolen it. What is the call here? Lying in contact with players on the ground. Make sense of that as you will. We go back for the offside penalty. But will we see a replay of that tackle on Nick White? Oh, Korobedi is just... Or is that Karevi? Is just throwing the ball at one of the Welsh players from about 15 metres away. He's just chucked it at him. Change the time, Sean. This really is heating up, and Sean is my timekeeper. We've just ticked over the hour mark. How long can this carry on for Wales defensively? How long can they hold? How long can they go without having a player sent to the bin? Latu finds Arnold, and again they set up the maul. Well defended from Wales this time though. But again it twists. It's collapsed on one side, on the far side. Latu's the only man standing here. It has completely gone to shambles. Away it goes to Karevi. They've got to use it, and the Welsh are not being penalised. White goes short to Hooper. Almost gets away from Alwyn Jones. There's little faces and hands being poked out of the rucks. Goes short, CO hangs on by a whisker. Now another go. Karevi. He's close. He's very close. Digging in. No one knows where the ball is. Latu's had a stab. Hooper's got it at the back now. Going for the posts. It's not there. The ball comes back again. Another phase. Now they go to the right-hand side. Alatoa with a stab. Penalty advantage to Australia. This could be trouble for Wales. How long do they keep it alive? Another good tackle on Nick White. Very good defence from Wales. Now to try. Michael Hooper's over. And that is the play back to get them in the game. Goodness gracious, it's taken a long time. 2 minutes of play. We can update that now to 62. That set of phases went on a long, long time. And now up to 20 are the Wallabies. The scoring going to the third try to the captain, Michael Hooper. And the question is, the conversion to Mua should be fairly easy. Chika, is he smiling? No. He looks aggressive. Ref is hammering Wales, says the chief. What's going on here? We got Tamua. Wait on, hold the phone. Tamua, good. 2 from 2, another 2 points. The game's heating up. It's 22-26. Wales need another Gareth Davis intercept. That's what they need. Kalen, good luck finding a free string. My friend, good luck. I don't know if there's any about, but you got to go to some dark places to find free streams. I can tell you that one from experience. Andrea says the Wallabies look so different without Foley and Guinea. Oh, and Guinea. A much better team. Much better side, he says. More changes for Wales. Coming on as 19, that's Shingler. And looks like Lewis is on for Francis as well. Back underway we go. Patchell. And how important are those drop goals going to be now as this one wears on? Hooper! He's looking fired up. Another minute's gone by. We'll keep on top of it, Sean. Don't worry. A good little run here from White. He's found room with Dane Haylett-Petty, who's scorching his way down left-hand touchline. The chip is good. He swats it back in field. And the ball is bobbling around. Wallabies have picked it up. Is the referee going to call something here? It is a knock on by someone. Who? It is the Wallabies. Thank you, Sean. It's good to have you guys along with me as well. Nick White is proving to be quite the impact maker as well. Good little step, finding space, opening up for Haylett-Petty, who dotted very nicely. The most points Wales have ever scored versus Australia is 29. When it was a 29-all draw in 2006, that's stats from the official World Cup website. If you want a bit of that, get involved. Well, this game has changed. This game has changed a lot. Time is ticking by, though, which is working in the Welsh favour for now. But they would like to score another try, I would imagine. "64 minutes gone. More changes. Here's Jake Ball making his way off. Shingler is replacing him. You did right, Chief. The Wallabies are looking very solid. They're getting fast ball, and they are just making the gain line with ease as well. That's proving to be a big, big difference. And it goes from Gareth Davis. He misses no time before getting it straight out to Patchell, who smashes us downfield. Finds a bit of grass as well. Gets a troublesome bounce for Hayler Petty, who comes away with it and steps through one. Hadley Parks misses the ball, but Navidi makes a good tackle. Here's Tamua, wide for Kolobeti, who tries to pass it. It's been hacked forward by White. The ball is squirting around all over the place. Referee says play on. It's near the touchline. It's out in touch. Liam Williams can't buy a trick at the back at the moment, and Warren Gatlin is livid. The brow is furrowed on the Welsh coach. The golf pro. What are your thoughts on the Stags win? You mean the mighty Southland Stags. I hope that's what you're meaning. Brilliant. A team that has shown that they can attack, finally put together a bit of defence, and they played for 80 minutes. That's what I think about the Stags. Simply outstanding. Now they've got to try and do it again. They failed this weekend, going down in a sodden night further up north. Here is the Wallabies though. Line out on the 22. Another try here will be catastrophic for the Welsh chances. As they go, firing, one out plays. White goes short and Isaac Ryder goes straight in to the tackle of Patchell. Is it turned over? No. Wales can wave the ball, but it's a knock on. It'll be another scrum to the Wallabies, who are all over this at the moment. Less than 15 minutes to play. This game has changed massively. It's Wallabies penalty after penalty after penalty. And the bounce of the ball, everything is going the way of the Australians. You can never count these Aussies out. Never. More changes in the front row. Jordan Uelisi coming on for Latu. Halfpenny is not on the bench, Ben. He is not on the bench. The 23 is Owen Watkin. Zach, what's your problem with the Rugby Challenge? Is it just the levels? Surely it's just the levels. The crowd is loud, but I can't hear the other sounds. Turn the others down? I'm not 100% sure. Normally sound is pretty cut and dry. It works or it doesn't. The levels is possibly the only thing I could think of. Not sure what's going on there, Zach. The Wallabies. Can they get another penalty? Walking around the scrum, it is all yellow. It is all yellow for the Wallabies. Do they take 3? Michael Hooper. This is where you are on your big bucks, my friend. He's going for the sticks. He is going for the sticks. On the 22, we've been sitting here for a while. I mean, was that bad? The scrum would wheel around. There's arms and forearms and faces and already going on. Sean's keeping me up to date. What is the time? $67 in. Pretty much 68 now. Let's get this going right. It's a penalty goal for Tamua. His first attempt at a penalty. We're almost 70 in. 22, 26. He can make it 25. It's a 1-point ball game. And we thought this was going to be a bit of a roll for Wales, but it has not come out that way at all. What's your message, Zach? About your sound? I'm not sure what's wrong with your sound, buddy. Apart from the levels, that's about all. That's about all I can really think of that will work, that would upset your sound. What a game this has been. A game of 2 halves, one may say. Underway we go again. Long kick, down to Hooper. who dallies around. He gets through that hole. How? He had no right to go through there and makes an easy 5 metres. Wales are getting frustrated. Salakailoto was on the field. He's on for Naisarani. Maybe a shift around that back row. Wales need a turnover. They need some possession. They need some solid ball. And they are tussling and hustling around here. Punches and fisticuffs thrown all over the place. High ball from White. And Liam Williams does very well to move it a bit up round the neck. Are we going to see that again? Seems to be the story of this game. Smith has a bit of a go. Oh, penalty Wales. Offside by Australia. Here's a little bit of momentum. Oh, great charge down there. Isaac Rodder charging down the little chip from Reese Patchell. Advantage, though, was on their side. Now, this is 50 metres out. Does Reese Patchell have the laces to smack this one over? Warren Gatlin is absolutely sweating. Absolutely sweating. They're going for the corner, Wales. Oh, they're going for the corner. A try here will change the game. Patchell tries to tear off as much as he can. Inside the 22. Line out. More important than anything now is to win this line out for Wales. Win the line out. Set it up. Get some phases. Get some continuity back in your attack, Wales. This is remarkable turnaround from the Wallabies. The Chief says, here we go again. Cue the ticker. You are not wrong, my friend. You are not wrong. 1 point ball game. Take a deep breath. We are in for one hell of a finish. Elliot D is on. There's also more changes. Owen Watkin is on. To the front they go. That is reliable. That is the way they go. To Tipperick at the front. Shingler has it. They maul it to Wales. Salakailoto trying to suck his way through. Now they swing it out to the right. Crossfield thump. Oh, they're risking this. Big bomb. North! Oh, he's just about got it. The ball squirts free. It's a knock on from Wales, but they had advantage on their side. That was going across the line out. That is why Moriarty has gone straight to the air. Tomas Williams is on as well. He is quite an electric little scrum half. So the penalty there is, he smacked, there, fair enough. Isaac Rodder has just clobbered him around the head. This was George North's all day long. Oh, he got up too. He did everything right. George North really with a chance. Your crowd is broken, Zach. Maybe try reinstalling your sound files. That would be the option I'll go for. Delete your sound files. Let the game reinstall them. Have I put up... My scoreboard doesn't make sense. I potentially have. We've got 3 tries for 15. 3 conversions for 6. That's 21. You're dead right, actually. How have I worked that out? We'll work that out. But for now, Reese Patchell is lining up a very, very important 3 points here. I'll double check that scoreboard. Good spotting, Craig. Here is Patchell. He's got it on the left-hand upright, and it is good. Patchell puts it over. Penalties for Reese Patchell. Throw the paperwork away. He is 3 from 3. And let's get that scoreline up now. 29-25. A try will give them the win or the lead, the Wallabies. Let's get that score. I'll check that scoreboard. Okay, so 3 tries. Animation Cooper, Hayla Petty, and Hooper. That's the 3 tries. Timur's got 2 conversions. Foley does not have a conversion. Good spotting. Foley, none from 2. I presume he hit 2. No, that gives us 4 tries. None from 1. Foley only had 1 conversion. There we go. That makes sense now. And of course, we've got penalty to Foley. That's where I've gone wrong. Foley got a penalty. There we go. That's where I've messed it up. Right, back underway we go. The Wallabies coming out wide. That should maybe equal 25. We'll see. It's stripped and turned over. Thomas Williams has got it. And Wales have got a big turnover. Huge turnover. The littlest man, the scrum half, makes the biggest play of this game for Wales so far. Let's update the time for you all because we are in the 73rd minute. Liam Williams went for the kick. Dummies. Changes his mind. Puts Reece Patchell in a bit of trouble. He goes high. Goes towards Conovetti's wing. Oh, he's just made a good work of it. Here's Beale. Running sideways. Dummying. Yeah, 100% agree. I just saw that chat pop up. Forward pass. It's given. Oh, it's given. Oh, that is huge. Beale makes the ugly face. He can't believe it, but yep. Chiefs got it on the money. Zach's off to bed. Oh, come on, Zach. How can you leave this? You've got 6 minutes to go, man. 6 minutes to play. And you've got a barnstorming finish between Wales and Australia to decide Pool D. What more do you want out of a Sunday night? We've all got work tomorrow, Zach. We've all got work. I've got work. We've all got work. But this is the Rugby World Cup. This is when we can say, stuff you work. I'm tired. I'm going to be watching the Rugby World Cup. Stick it for a few weeks. That's what I say anyway. I don't care. I'm here and I'm watching the World Cup. And I'm watching it with you guys, which makes it all the better. 29-25, bit of a hobble here for Liam Williams. Let's just keep the timer ticking over. Time has stopped actually. It's 73, 73:31. Just to be completely detailed as what the minutes are. That's a massive change though. Aussies have got 2 penalties. One for Foley, one for Tamua. Tamua 2 conversions and 3 tries. That's 15, 19, and 6. 25. We got it. We got this. We got this. Time is up to date. Time is up to date, Sean. It is literally, time has been off since their forward pass. Have a good night, Zach. Thanks for stopping by as always, buddy. We'll see you Wednesday. Here we go. Scrum falls apart. We have ticked over another minute. We've ticked over another minute, Sean. Don't worry, we're on to it. 74 minutes gone. Everything looks in order. Everything looks in order. Settle in, everyone. Settle in. It's a Welsh scrum. 20, let's be creative, 26.5 metres out from the Australian line. There is 5.5 minutes left on the clock. Wales with the feed. Thomas Williams with the ball. And it goes straight down. Is Plot wanting to penalise someone here? Because who's going to collapse this scrum? It is a Welsh scrum, Sean. Let's be fair. Who wants to collapse this? I guess both teams probably do. Will Wales be happy if they get a penalty? If Patchell nails another penalty, makes it 32-25, a converted try will draw. Who wants to draw? Who wants to draw? Well, so I'm thinking, will Wales say, yeah, let's take 3 and make them have to score twice to win? It's been a Wales scrum for about 3 hours. It's a free kick. I don't know if that really helps Wales at all. I don't know if that really does. Come on, Wales, says Andre. We've actually got too much going on here on the Welsh side, don't we? It's taking up all the room. There we go. I'll fix that up a bit. Now we can see the drop goals. One from Bigger, one from Patchell. Let's there we go. Made it a bit smaller. Reece is feeling confidence. Of course, Wales will win. Yeah, Sean, I guess it's better than a loss, but you get to this point, though. Sean, you've dominated this game. You're Wales, okay? Just imagine yourself while we're waiting for another scrum to pack down. Just imagine you're a Wales situation here. You led, 23-8 at halftime? You're in control. You're in charge. A draw, to me, to Wales, although it's a good result. In fact, yes, they don't lose, but they were in such command. For Australia, a draw will be as good as a win. For Wales, I think a draw is as good as a loss. Overall, look at the World Cup for them. Yes, they can still top the pool. Bonus points will become important. But this is crunch game. Win here, and they've really set themselves very well. The scrum crabs to the left-hand side. Navidi's taking a while, and it's a penalty, Australia. Oh, that is big. That is very big. Wales standing up in the scrum. Alderman Jones is livid. Before Sean reminds me, let's update the time. Because we are pretty much 77. The sheep seal is under pressure, says Graham. Have they saved that? Hang on. The penalty has not gone into touch. It's been saved. It's been saved at the back. I'm not sure who. Thomas Williams, maybe. It's kicked away. And now, White running it back. It's do or die now for the Wallabies. Win or lose, it's all over. Green Mamba says, oh yes, come on Australia. Tamua puts in a little grubber and it's curling and it goes in touch on inside the 22. Whoa, this is cutthroat stuff. It's Thomas Williams. The little kid is a freak. He's done a fantastic job. Wales, drop goal now, says Andre. Keep hold of your hats, folks. Keep hold of your hats. Let's be winners. Yellow cap. Whoa. The crowd is roaring. Everything is roaring. The referee's whistle is blasting. He's pushing the Wallabies back. Can Wales hang off 2 minutes? He won the line out. Thomas Williams. He's done well to hold on to it, but he's being thumped with the ball. Can they keep this ball? It's still 77 minutes, Sean. Well, it's pretty much 78 now. Okay, I'll update it for you. 78 minutes. There's action going on though, Sean. Go Wales, go, says Andre. Make us proud, he says. They pick and go, looking to get towards the middle of the park. They set it up and waiting for it. They're winding down the clock. Lewis pops it left side. Jones having a go. It is all going on here. We've got support for Wales. We've got support for Australia. Goes back to Patchell, who's not put this in touch. He has not put it in touch at all. It's back there for Hayden Petty. Running it, jogging it back. Sets himself, runs into a weird red wall. Beale goes wide. Tipperick makes another tackle. He's been immense for Wales. Now they go away to Tamua, who has been nullified somewhat. The ball squirts around the back for White. They are midway 22 and 10-metre line as Salakai Loto is drilled to the ground. White going this time to Ulysses. There is less than a minute to go, Sean. Less than a minute to go. 79th minute. The Wallabies come wide. Looking for a bit of room out wide. Beale gives to Hooper. Watching two at once. White fires to Pocock. Nothing on there at all. We'll catch up on the chat soon. White runs a little bit before finding O'Connor to Karevi. There is 30 seconds to go. The ball's come free. Wales got the ball. That could be it. That could be it. Get excited, everyone. There is 20 seconds to go. Wales got the ball on their own 22. It's time to wind it back. Wind it back to old-fashioned Southland rugby. If you're from New Zealand, you'll know what I mean. It's one-out rugby. It's a pile of forwards, and they are all just falling on the floor. Resetting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Wales, Wales, Wales will be the victors. Thomas Williams puts it into touch, and Wales have won against the Wallabies. Elation on the Welsh faces. It is all over. Time is up. And Wales have done the job. Green Mamba can't believe it. 29-25. There we go. Up to date. It is all over. Wow. What a match. Chat's gone mad. It has gone crazy. But Wales has stunned the Wallabies with an amazing first half display. The bench of Australia come back strong, but it was not enough to put the Welsh to bed. And there's good reason why these boys were at world number 1 a matter of weeks ago. They've come in here and they've come and done the job against Australia. Brilliant work from Wales. Reece Patchell, take a bow. Elwyn Jones, fantastic. Justin Tipperick, sublime. Absolutely sublime was Tipperick. Just a real monumental effort from some big guys here in this Welsh squad. Matt Tamua for Australia, outstanding. Made a big difference alongside Nick White. There's a lot of guys you can really pinpoint out, but let's go through what went on in that chat. Go Wales, go. Suck eggs, checker, says Reece. Come on Wales, says Alyssa. If Australia don't come back, I'm going to lose a big bet, says Kaylee, and I'm going to have to suck a pair of testicles. That does not sound delightful at all. Green Lumber, Australia needed a try, they did. Jamie's New Zealand delivering Australia. Please let Wales win so I can give all my workmates shit. Well, I tell you what, Jamie, request granted. Wales with the win. Come on, Wales. Oh, they're all going through. The big comments. The Chief, Reece, Sean, all going in. Boo boo Aussie, says Reece. Green Mamba. Oh shit, Wales is going to win. Great work. Great work. Outstanding stuff. It puts a smile on your face when you get a game like this. Reece, Australia are plainly useless at the moment. Australia need to take a good hard look at their team. This side needs to change a lot. Next big game they play has to be Matt Tamua at 10. He was an absolute game changer. Here is Michael Hooper. We've got interviews coming in. So let's have a listen to what Mr. Hooper thinks. Outstanding finish. He's not very talkative. He said 2 even teams and went down to the wire. Microphone just stayed there. He had nothing more to say. He got asked, did the momentum change in the second half? And he goes, yeah, it did. And then elaborated, thankfully, for saving the awkwardness. Dan, thanks for stopping by. Cheers for coming in. Thanks for coming by, Andre. And of course, Sean, you're the timekeeper, man. You've got to be here every stream now to make sure I keep the time right. David Broom, thanks for coming by. Hope you all enjoyed it. When do the Wallabies play next? So many games going on. He's not happy. He's clearly... So they're playing Uruguay on the 5th of October. So they've got about a 5-6 day turnaround. I mean, they'll coast that. They'll thrash the Uruguayans. And then finally they play Georgia, which will be a physical test for them, the Georgians. So we've got to look out for that. But overall, been very, very interesting. Here we go, Elwyn Jones. This will be good. Roars around the crowd. Wales are under the pump. He's happy with the character. Great result, Wales. Sean, probably do... I'm not sure if I'm going to do Samoa, Scotland tomorrow. I kind of want to, because I think that could be a really interesting game for the World Cup. All in all, Sean, Twitter. I normally put a thing out for Twitter, or be a good champ. Just subscribe, and you'll get a notification when I go live. Normally try to go 5-10 minutes before kickoff, so keep an eye out. If there's a World Cup game on, just check the channel. Andre, good sir, thanks for subscribing. Love your work. Hope to see you around again. Oh, Elwyn Jones is dropping the Japanese. Woo! Getting special. Well, that was a great display from Wales. Good second half from the Wallabies. Great comeback from their bench. But overall, not quite enough. The Chief, yes, 100%. Wallabies were coming back. The Welsh had the heart. Amazing game of rugby. A very, very good game of rugby. As you say, the Welsh dug deep. They had to dig deep, and they found that little something that just got them out of a couple of sticky situations. There'll be a lot of talk about this game, a lot of talk about the question marks over the tackling. Should have been cards? Should have Wales been penalised or carded for a lot of penalties in their own 22? Same for Australia in the first half. A lot of question marks. Was it fair both sides? I mean, you'd be hard pushed to say that both sides didn't get their rub of the green. Strivix is going to be sleeping on Wednesday. Why are you going to be sleeping? Not going to be watching the All Blacks play the mighty Canadians? And whatever else is on Wednesday? Oh, France, USA. That'll be interesting as well. But Scotland, Samoa, I mean, who wants to tune into that tomorrow? Let me know if you'd like to see that. I'll definitely be watching it, of course, but if I'm going to be streaming it or not, I'm not quite sure. Sean, I'm going to subscribe and watch every video. Now, thanks. You inspired me to do YouTube. Give me a link of your channel. Sean, when you get it underway, I'll be more than happy to have a bit of a looky look when you get something underway. Certainly will. Just make sure to have fun, Sean. More than anything, enjoy what you do. I love sitting here. That's the thing. If you guys want to watch, that makes it amazing for me. I love having you guys here, chatting, talking about the game, having your opinions, my opinions, we can discuss. That's what I love about it. But I love just sitting here, chatting to you guys, having a talk about the game. I love commentating the game. I love talking about it. I love watching the game. I love all the teams playing and everything. So I love doing this. So make sure that's the most important thing you're going to do, Sean, if you do get out there and make some videos of your own. Next game, Andre, Scotland Samoa tomorrow night. It's on horrifically late, so we might have to be digging out the Red Bull for that one. It's on at 11 p.m. Local time here. I would like to. I think we might. Other than that, maybe the All Blacks game, although it will be a bit of a suspected thumper against the Canadians. And as we go on, I'm not sure. If there's a game you guys think would be a good one to tune in and watch together, do let me know. We'll have timekeeper Sean here. And the Chief will be here as well. We'll have everyone in here. Nice getting involved. Great little community, guys. Love it. Love your work. Keep it up. Just fantastic. Let's recap and we'll wrap up and let everyone have the rest of their night free as it's almost 11 p.m. here. And I need to do my prediction for tomorrow on BehindThePost.com. So we'll wrap up with that. But it is 25-29. It is Australia going down to the Welsh by 4 points for the winning side. It was tries to Parks and Davis. And Gareth Davis, that was the inset ball. 2 conversions, obviously 1 for Bigger, 1 for Petchel. Penalty goals, 3 out of 3 from Petchel, who was amazing. And 2 drop goals. How important were they? Very, very, very important as well. For the Wallabies, 3 tries. Adamashi Cooper, Dane Halapeti, and Michael Hooper. Timua, 2 out of 2. Foley missed his conversion to give them none from 1. And of course, 1 penalty each for Foley and Timua to wrap us off. Interesting match. Very, very good game by Wales. Checker is having a cry, and yes, Blake, crack out the Red Bull. Maybe we will. Maybe that will be it. It feels like 10, though. Yes, you did right, Strivix. It does feel... It's not that dark. Well, hang on. Yeah, she's pretty dark out there. But yes, daylight saving changes everything. Maybe that's not why I'm not so tired. So we could take toll of that tomorrow, actually. Thanks for coming by, Sean. Thanks for making it a great stream. You guys make it a great stream. Remember that. So it's all you guys coming in. Strivix reckons Canada's going to put up a wee fight at the start. Yeah, I hope so. I definitely do hope so. And hope to see you back again tomorrow, Andre. As well. Might catch us off guard. Maybe so. Maybe so indeed. Right, before we go, wrap things up. You've been tuning in and seeing all these little scrolling bits down the bottom of the screen. That's ways you can either support the channel. Yes, we've got a Patreon. Yes, we've got memberships on the channel as well. You can, if you want to drop us $1, I'll be more than grateful for your support of the channel and for all the running costs that go on as well. So if you want to support as little as $1, would make my day. So you can do that and get some special little rewards as well. So go check out the Patreon site if you want to do that. Of course, we've got the website BehindThePost.com. You can go there and see my predictions as well as thoughts on the World Cup and what's going on as well on there. So if you want to have a bit of a read as to what's going on. You can check that out, as well as a Discord channel. Join up with that. The link is here and in the description. You can check in Discord, have a chat to everyone else who is in the Discord channel about the World Cup, about Northern Hemisphere Rugby, about Southern Hemisphere Rugby, about general rugby, about general anything. If you want to talk about whatever the hell you want, you can come and have a chat with all the guys and girls, probably, maybe, that are in there as well. So make sure you go check that out. There's a link right there. Look at that. Great timing, Streamlabs. I love your work. But apart from that, that's me. Done. Another game, another day, and Wales have got my pick right. I predicted them by 3. They won by 4, and overall, I'm a pretty happy chappy. Thanks for coming by, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the stream. You guys made it a fantastic watch yet again. Love your guys' input, love your guys' work, and I'll see you all, I think, tomorrow for Scotland versus Samoa. I'm looking forward to that one, and I'm getting excited every single day of the Rugby World Cup. I'll see you all then. Thanks for coming by, as per always, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you again. And Andre, final points. Samoa with 3 points. What do I think? A 3-point win, or to do what, Andre? Quickly, before we go, Andre. 3 points to win. What's Samoa looking like? They got 5 points, got the win. Samoa to pull it out of the bag against Scotland. There's a lot of people backing them to do it, so I think they can do it. Scotland need to back up their ideas, so if they can definitely do the job. So that's why I'm quite interested, because I think it's going to be a really, really good game. So Andre, hope to see you there, and I hope to see you all there as well tomorrow night. Until then, thanks for watching. Thanks Andre. Thanks Sean. Thanks everyone for coming by. Chief, the lot of yous, everyone involved. Thank you, and until tomorrow night. Take care. Enjoy the rugby. Have a good night.